What totally obvious scam do people still fall for? Anything where the government is asking for gift cards as payment. US Treasury is funded by iTunes gift cards. Yes, this seems legit. Hold on while I read you my credit card number. Anything where anyone is asking for gift cards. Really? Especially your boss. This is your boss. Yes, I'm calling you from a phone that you don't have saved in your contacts. I need you to buy $1,000 in iTunes gift cards and send me photos of the codes through text. Unfortunately, this actually happened at my job yesterday. Happened to me over email. And they asked me to email to their personal address rather than their work email and send the photos. I thought it was weird as heck. But, because I thought that it was dodgy as hell, I sent an email back to both the scam email and the partner of the firm, who they were pretending to be, and said it doesn't make sense for me to buy these for you from my city when you can get them from these places in your city. The scammer then got quite aggressive and the company blocked them. The partner is an older man, so he was very confused. The IRS has said over and over again, and they say it every year, and it is on the news, etc. We will never call you. Yet people fall for that all the time. From what I remember of my college classes, the IRS will never open communication with you by calling. Once communication is established, calling might be a way of communication forward. This is it right here. I've been audited twice, both times, because the IRS screwed up and said I owed more than I paid in taxes. They send a letter first giving you a case number, explanation of what they found, what you owe, and what the penalties are and will be going forward, complete with dates for when payment is due. They leave a phone number for you to call, you give them the case number on the paperwork they mailed you, and then an agent is assigned to your case. I managed to prove to them they screwed up on both audits and kept my money. They apologized both times. How do you go about proving them wrong? It's all paperwork. On the first audit, they discovered very quickly they were in the wrong without me having to do much outside of one phone call. A local contract construction company put a $270,000 job in my name. I teach computer science and it's my only job. Simple stuff. The second time was more complicated. I set a temporary address at my parents' house in NC to forward my mail somewhere it would be safe and collected while I was moving from Chicago to TN for a job. I did this because it was taking me a while to find an apartment to rent, and I didn't want to rush the process. NC does state income taxes, TN doesn't. I didn't file a state income tax return because I was living in TN. IRS was confused by my mailing address having been set to NC for 2 months, but I wasn't living there. I was floating around on friends' couches in TN while working. I had to prove it with paperwork, like hiring contract for work, getting new plates and driver's license for the state of TN, etc. Free CSGO skins website. People enter their Steam account details and end up losing their account as pishers use stolen accounts to cheat in games. LOL, I actually fell for this somehow. Ended up getting my account back without any items gone as there was a 15-day cooldown because they changed email and mobile authenticator of me. Making lists of personal information and posting it on a Facebook, all for data mining. They post massive lists with hundreds of entries sometimes. Favorite color, mother's maiden name, high school, first car, etc. Favorite color, Hunter 2, mother's maiden name, Hunter 2, high school, Hunter 2, first car, Hunter 2. Am I doing this right? I don't know. All I see is Lem test this. Dean Winchester says 6969. A nice exiled Nigerian prince contacted me by email. His royal family has been overthrown by the military who has blocked access to the bank accounts whilst they are in hiding. Fortunately, their accountant still can access their wealth and they desperately need a foreign account to move the money so it can't be seized by the state until they are safe again. With amazing luck, they chose me in Australia to help them, which I must for the generous offer of 25% of the millions they need to move as long as I provide my bank details and a scan of my passport just to confirm I'm real. If I don't help, I will never forgive myself. Apparently I'm their last chance as others have failed them, and I'm to keep this just between the prince and I. I'm probably putting myself and the royal family at risk by discussing it on Reddit, but thought this post worthy of bringing awareness to their plight. You know what, Toby? When the son of the deposed king of Nigeria emails you directly, asking for help, you help. His father ran the freaking country. Okay. I got one of those emails when I was in high school, 10 years ago. They've been doing this for a long time. We're the IRS. You owe us money and we demand you pay in gift cards. How anyone could continue to believe them once they demand payment in gift cards baffles me. I tricked one of those guys into thinking that I went to Walmart to get them and kept him on the line for like 2 hours as I gave him some codes from the back of used cards that I image searched online. And then convinced him that the Walmart guy must have scammed me or that I was too dumb to have gotten them activated. I guess he thought I might have stolen them or something. Anyway, anytime he tried to put me on hold, I freaked out and demanded to tell him my side of the story about why they probably were after me for my taxes. Ended up with him accusing me of being a scammer. Wait a second. I love doing that. I had a guy who kept calling my parents from Microsoft support and I'd say, "Oh, that sounds serious. Do you need my credit card number?" Then I'd proceed to keep giving him the first 8 digits of my actual Visa number, then 7 random digits. He'd keep saying the number was too short, so I'd repeat the process with 7 more random digits. Finally, after 10 minutes, he started swearing at me for wasting his time. I'm a big fan of offering my credit card number as soon as they start their script, and then just really slowly saying random numbers, with like 10-15 second pauses in between digits. Then when I get like 10 digits in, I say, "Oh shit, my bad, that's the wrong number, lem start over," and I just keep repeating that process until they hang up on me. Hello, ma'am. I'm calling from the Internal Revenue Service to let you know we've discovered fraudulent activity on your social security number, so we're cancelling it. I received a call saying my social security number was found at a crime scene with drugs and dead bodies. Why the hell would there be a social security number at a crime scene like that? I had someone call me with the same scenario. They said my SSN has been used to rent a car in a different state and that car had been found with blood and bodies inside. I promptly informed them that were I a suspect in a multiple homicide, they would just come pick me up and question me, not give me intimate details of the crime over the phone. I just go along with it. Try to explain it away. Yeah, that was a crazy party. I swear that's the last time I'm drinking coolers, they just make me go buck wild. Well, boys will boys, am I right? Wait, did you say car? Oh good, they haven't found the house and boat yet. Boy, are they going to be in for a surprise when they do. Crazy laugh. Say, what time you done work? I just picked up a case of coolers. You forgot to tell them why all the bodies. To cover up all the embezzlement you did. You got all that cash laying around now. It makes you so nervous. You need to hide it somewhere. Maybe they want to hide it for you. See how deep their greed goes. Give me $20 and I'll tell you. Send me your account number and sort code, together with your full name, address and social security number. Is sort code a routing number? Am I too dumb to get scammed? You might be. You'd better just send us your credit card via mail with a post-it of your PIN. I love you. Please send me money so I can visit my dying sister in Country. I know I've only known you 2 weeks online, and we've never met in person, and I've called you from 3 different burner phones, but that doesn't mean we don't love each other. Seems oddly specific, bro. I've read a few articles. It amazes me how many people lose thousands because they're lonely. I worked retail. Some lady trying to buy hundreds of dollars worth of Steam cards. Scraggly looking lady in her 50s. Totally Steam's demo. When I asked her why she was buying them, she said, "They're for my boyfriend who lives in Europe. He uses them to call me." I told her they were for buying video games and you can't pay for phone calls with them, and she deadass didn't believe me. Some people don't want to believe the simplest answers. Hello Badam, this is Mick Soft Josh speaking, from United States. Can I get her credit card details? Had to clean an elderly couple's computer because of one of these phone calls. Explained to them that Microsoft wouldn't contact people over the phone and under no circumstances should they give their credit card details to any company over the phone. 2 years later I had to clean their computer again. This past year my sil did the same thing. How do people fall for this? Computers are mysterious and magical. No need to understand what's safe play and what's not around them. Remember to always keep scammers on the line as long as possible. The more of their time you waste, the less time they have to call an elderly person who would fall for this. I pretend to be old. It is great fun. I kept someone on for about 15 minutes before they asked what sort of computer I had. I said it was an Amstrad 1512, the first home computer we had. They didn't have a clue. MLMs. Sister-in-law only communicates with the rest of the family when she's having a pampered chef or Avon party or gets a new catalog. I used to follow someone on Instagram whose entire feed was Arbonne products and I seriously cannot believe that these people sell enough to make a living off of that crap. They don't. My sister sold Tupperware for a while when she was in school. She didn't make much money, but the product was solid at least. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get the best of British.